in job and goals for the club. Well, Willie's just written to say that he sincerely regrets that he is unable to be here tonight. It is due to a commitment for the benefit of our club. So he's away for the benefit of our club. He wishes you to have a most enjoyable evening and hopes that it'll be the first of many more to come in the future. Oh, he says, the cast comes highly recommended. Their next booking will be the Royal Command performance. You never know. I feel like Jimmy Tarbuck here myself, and I ain't be good, eh? But hasn't the Mark Inch changed? Is he a big change in the Mark Inch, eh? Goodness, it has really. It has. And I'll tell you, I was in the Argyle there just last Saturday, and I was having a wee drink, and this old couple come in, you know, oh, they were pretty old, right enough, and they were saying, my word, hasn't Argyle changed? I says, oh, you wouldn't know the old place now, I said. And she says, the old wifey says, and Hill 60? Hill 60's gone? Hill 60's away? And new houses? I said, oh, you wouldn't know the old place now. She says, are you from the Mark Inch? I said, yes. I was born in 49 Grant Street. Are you Mina's boy? Yes, I said, I'm Mina's boy. My word, she says, I remember when you were about that size, I used to put your nappies on. I says, you wouldn't know the old place now, sister. Oh, it's right enough, isn't it, eh? Goodness sake. And look at Grant Street itself, Grant Street. They've even got a pet shop in Grant Street now, where Jockey Robertson's used to be. A pet shop. There was a couple down from Kyle, I think they were seeing Malcolm and Norma on McHall's Road under. So instead of taking the usual half bottle home, they said, oh, we'll get and take a couple of pets home for a change. So they went into the pet shop. The manny, he bought a snake. And the wifey, she said, oh, I like that there. So she bought a skunk. So they're going home the train, and he says, you know, they'll charge us extra for these animals in the train, he says. They charge for dukes, he says. So they'll charge us for this, so I'm not letting them see it, he says. So I'm going to put the snake down inside my trousers, he says. And he put the snake, he did. He put the snake down inside his trousers. He says to her, and you better do the same with your bloody skunk, he says to her. She says, what about the smell? Ah, if it dies, he says. Oh, you know yourself, eh? And then, what have they got? Mind when the poker had the fish shop, what have they got now? Baby Stop. I thought that's where they sold condoms. I went in, it's full of Burns clothes. Well, I'm from the Mark Inch, Baby Stop, you know yourself, eh? Then into the chip shop on there. I went in and I said, fish and chips twice, please. He says, Christ, I heard you the first time, he says. And I says, I'll have 2 bags of chips as well. He says, are you wanting 30 or 45? I says, well, Christ, if you're going to count them, you can stick them up. Oh, it's straight enough, I'll tell you about it. Hey, it's not as bad as that, Ian. Where are you going, man? Look. I take water in mine, anyway. But, oh, it's straight enough. Where are we now? We're working down the street. And, oh, Nichols shop in Grant Street. Aladdin's Cave. Aladdin's Cave. There was this American, I think he was staying down about McLennan Crescent somewhere. He was over for the oil, He went into Nichols' shop, he said, I want some disposable underwear, he said. Nichols says, disposable? Yes, he said, I'm not busy, I've no time for this washing and ironing, he says. He says, everything I have is disposable. Have you any disposable? No, he says, but come back on Monday, I'll have it. Nichols away down to Glasgow, boy, come back with this big bundle of disposable underwear. He's up all night, putting them into packs of 6. He says, oh, I'm going to take this boy to the cleaners. Even though he doesn't go to the cleaners, I'll take him to the cleaners, he says. Puts all the underpants in packs of 6. The American comes in on the Monday, he says, have you got these disposable underwear? Yes, he says, I've got them here. How many do you want? He says, 7, he says. He says, 7, yes, he said, I want a pair for Monday, a pair for Tuesday, a pair for Wednesday. Can you come back tomorrow, he says. Right, I'll be back tomorrow. Nicholl, he's up all night, putting them in packs of 7. The boy comes in, he said, have you got these disposable arms? Yes, he says, I've got them. Right, he said. How many do you want? He says, give me 2 weeks' supply. He says, 14, right? 2 packs, there you go. Oh, cracked it. Old Jim Mac, he's in the Loch Heel. Oh, Christ, that's good things, that disposable underwear. I think I'll go and get some. So he hobbles over into Nichols. Nichols, is it what's this disposable underwear you've got? Yes. How many would you like? Give me 12, he says. Oh, to hell, he says, 12. Yes, I want a pair for January, a pair for February, a pair for March. Oh, it's right enough, eh? You have to be saying something. And then, of course, there's the chemist shop. Who could do without a chemist in Grand Street? Eh? Oh, I remember when it was... Who remembers when it was old Cameron the chemist? Aye, old Cameron the chemist. Mind you, I was staying in Madras Street at that time, and well, we were pretty poor, as most of the old Margenters were, pretty poor. In fact, my mother used to take the bones out of her corset to make the soup. Oh, that's right, I never saw you in the back here, do you? I've never seen that. But anyway, she did make the soup, and we couldn't afford laxatives or that. She used to sit me in my wee potty and tell me ghost stories. Oh, straight enough, I'll tell you that. But who have we got today? The provost of the Margents himself, Charlie Forbes. Well, Charlie's not here tonight, so we can speak about him. But, I'll tell you, the wife and I are no getting on. We're not, and, well, I know Charlie quite well, so I went into Charlie, I says, Charlie, I want some arsenic for the wife. He says, have you got a prescription? I says, no, there's our photo, I says. He says, I can't give you arsenic, he says, without a prescription. But I'll tell you what I'll do. There's a pack of the razor blades, put that in the bottom of our bath, that'll give her arsenic, he says. Oh, that's right, huh? And see when I was there, this gadget from the ferry came in. With a leather jacket, with the chains, the pins through the nose, no names mentioned. And he says to Charlie, he says, I want a comb, he says. Charlie says, do you want a steel one? No, no, he says, I'll pay for it. He says, and when I'm here, he says, I'll take a deodorant. Charlie says, do you want the ball type? No, no, it's for under my arms, he says. Oh, that's right enough, eh? The first time I've ever seen it in Charlie's shop, he'd a sign above the counter, contraceptives fitted here. I says to this young lassie, do you fit contraceptives? Yes, she said. I says, well, wash your hands, I want a £1/4 of cough drops. Oh, it's frightening. This chap, he came in, he says, Charlie, he says, can you help me, he says. He says, I'm stealing, he says. I've been up twice, he said, and if I go up again, I'll get to jail. Honest, he says, but I can't stop stealing, he says. Shoplifting, breaking into houses, he says, and honestly, I'll need to stop it. Can you give me something? Charlie says, well, I'll tell you what I'll do, he says. There's some pills, he said. Take one in the morning and one at night for a week. And if they don't work, can you get me a video? Oh, that's right enough, eh? You have to be saying something. Well, I just came out of the shop, I just walked out of the shop, and this woman just collapsed in the street in front of me. Well, I'd seen old George Rogers doing this. I'd seen him, you know, get the head and force it down between the legs like that. Well, I did this, and the wifey came round in a flash. Mind you, I didn't realise she was smoking a cigarette at the time. Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, what? Just then, there's the fire brigade over the Black Bridge. Stops just opposite the welfare hall there. Wee fellow, ladder up to the window, runs up into the bedroom. Young blonde lying in the bed. He says to her, do you know this? He said, you're the second pregnant woman I've rescued today. She says, I'm not pregnant. He says, hey, you're not rescued yet. He says, and do you know how they've all got dukes down the ferry. Ask Muckle that. He's bloody dukes. They've all got dukes, haven't they? They've all dukes down here. This wee wifey was coming over the Black Bridge with this wee chihuahua dog in her arms. The ferry bus came past, and the wee dog got such a fright, it jumped right out of her arms and right into the river. And she's shouting, "Save my dog, save my dog." Who remembers Gino Giubarelli? Aha, the chip shop. Well, his nephew was over on holiday. Wee Italian fellow, a wee Italian suit on. He was passing, he dived right into the water. Saved the dog, took it out, rubbed its wee tummy, the dog shook itself. She says, thank you, are you a vet? He says, am I a vet? I'm bloody soaking, he says. But talking about dogs, there's my cousin, Alexander McIntyre Mucklebuck. Oh, he corrected me. Didn't you hear us in the wireless on Sunday? He says, it's Mucklebeck, it is. Mucklebeck. He's up the tune. Mind on whippet he had. Eh? He's up the tune with a whippet and the string. And where's he going? Into the station to tell for a dram. This boy stops him, he says, oh, you'll not get in there, Alec, he says. You'll not get in there because there's no dogs allowed in there. The only dog I've seen in there, he said, is a guide dog. So Muckle's out with the dark glasses, ho-ho. In with the dog. Up to Robbie, he says to Robbie, an up and a half pint, he says. Robbie says, excuse me, he says, but there's no dogs allowed in here. Muckle says, that's my guide dog, he says. Robbie says, wait a minute, he says, all guide dogs that I've seen are either Labradors or Alsatians. Muckle says, well, what will they give me then, he says. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That's been smacking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen now. As I say, one member of the cast is still, well, they tell me he was performing in the Clach Club Inn about an hour ago. I think it was rehearsing. So anyway, we're just waiting. I think he has arrived. So we're going to have a rehearsal for about 2 hours. And no, seriously, folks, I'm going to leave you in the good hands of Frankie Cooper here. If you want to get up and have a wee dance round, we'll be starting the pantomime roughly 9, not later than 9:30, because I know you're dying to see this, and but so am I. I haven't slept or eaten for days. So anyway, folks, just relax, enjoy yourselves. I know it's going to be a smashing night. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for coming. You'll really enjoy it. So back again. Big hand to Frankie Cooper and the boys. Thank you.
I saw when I was 2. I used to take comfort from home before I met you. I got a spark from her eyes of forgotten desires. With a word or a touch that I could really keep her at my
pantomime, but we'll be coming on just right after this. Now, we've got two smashing lassies here to sing to you. And this is what I mean, folks. It's going to be a wee cabaret night tonight. And the pantomime's just coming in just shortly. But in between time, we'll have a lot of talent to sing to you. To start us off tonight, we've got Bunter's Bairns. That's them. Heather and Caroline, and they're going to sing some country western songs. So even if you want to dance, or you want to sing along, just enjoy yourself. So a big hand for Bunter's Bairns here.